Hello. Hello, everyone. I believe that you can see us. We are live. Hopefully, everyone can see us. And you're ready for an interesting and wonderful broadcast today. Today, we've got the microphones. And we're holding them. We're excited. We are very delighted. We are just, believing God that it would be a very refreshing time. I mean, the topic that we have today is a big one. Yeah. Is there romance without money? I mean, that's a big, big, big topic. So we would try and give a shout out to those of you who are joining us. So please let us know, all of you who are joining us, let us know where you're joining from, and whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube. We'd like to know that you are just with us this evening and where you are joining from. So I'm going to let the missus, who is looking really smashing this evening, I'm going to let her give a shout out, and then we will get into the discussions, okay?
Yes, well, we do try. Thank you so much. And you're looking very dashing as well, isn't he?
Thank you.
Okay, welcome everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you're tuning in from. As always, we are so glad you made it. We are so glad that we are in another week and we have another opportunity to talk. We have to talk. There's some things we need to talk about. So this one is a good topic. And we are very happy that you are on board to be able to be with us as we discuss this amazing topic. As always, please do let us know where you are tuning in from. Say your hellos as well. We're saying hello to you. Hello to you right where you are. So please do say hello back. And let us also know where you're tuning in from. God bless you.
And you should share as well. It'd be nice, to share to your Facebook page. Just go on Facebook and click the share button. It's that simple. Just,
a button.
Exactly. Within, in less than a minute, you have already shared. And then, of course, you can copy also the YouTube link and be able to put it out. So I'm going to be manning the YouTube, the Pastor Moses GCF YouTube and Facebook page, and the missus will be manning the FMC YouTube and Facebook page. We'll try to take as many comments as possible from all of those pages. So I'm on YouTube, Pastor Moses GCF, and shout out from a few people. We have Anton Jama, who said, good evening, joining from Hounslow. Victoria Nelly said, good evening, all. Mommy joining from London. God bless you, Mommy Nelly. Mommy Noram said, good evening, all joining. Good evening, all joining from London. And then we've got Deaconess Ami Kanu, who said, good evening, all from Newcastle. Sean Johnson said, good day, pastors, and the beautiful First Lady joining from Fort Lauderdale. Beautiful. Lovely. Joe Organe said, good evening. Tell us, Joe, where you're joining from. Would love to know. We have Erica Rose, who said, good evening, everyone joining from Florida. All the Florida ones in the house. Great. Yeah. Godi Agim, hello from Abuja, Nigeria. God bless you, sir. Nice to have you. You have any shout outs?
Yes, I have. Habi Ahmed says she's joining from Edmonton, London. Good evening to you.
Okay. Is it on Facebook?
It's on Facebook.
Okay.
I've got two phones, guys. I'm like,
I'm going between.
Yeah, he's going between. But I've got the two phones, but still, it's not going very well for me.
It would go well. All right. So I think maybe I would love to just put that question out, to be honest. I'd like to get people's input. The first thing, which is just the topic, is there romance without money?
Romance.
Yeah. Is there romance without money? First of all, I think, is that like saying, is there relationship? No.
Yeah, we say, is romance equal relationship?
No, romance is not equal relationship. So is there romance without money? Because somebody could be in a relationship and not having romance.
Exactly.
Yeah, so romance is not equal relationship.
Exactly.
So is there romance without money?
What is romance then?
That's a big question.
Let's be clear. That's not what we're saying.
Yeah, I think it'd be better for the women to define romance. No, I think so, because you always have women say
an idea.
Oh, yeah,
he's not romantic.
He's not romantic. Yeah,
he's
so
not romantic.
Yeah, so if we ask
what is romantic?
What's romance? Yeah, I think let the women define to us romance.
What is romantic?
I'd love to hear from the women. I mean, they probably would do a better job educating us on what romance is.
Okay, all right. So we'll take this on board, and we will deliver.
Great.
So
I love that. That's the spirit.
Yes.
Do it. Come on.
We will do it. So romance, my darling, dear sisters, mothers, aunties, that are out there, please let us educate all the men that are listening from all over the world.
We really want to learn. We're students. Teachers.
And even maybe ourselves, what really is romance?
Yeah.
Is it just opening doors? Is it just bringing flowers? Is it the massaging? Is it cooking dinner? Is it being taken out for candlelight dinner? I mean, what exactly is romance?
Yeah.
I've given a few ideas.
So tell us.
But really, what is it?
I'd love to hear from the women. Yeah. Whilst you are typing, I believe you are, just read a few more acknowledgements of people who are joined in. Betty said, "Good evening, Pastor." Betty from Dagenham.
Oh, beautiful. Good evening.
Joe Agnes said, joining from London. God bless you. We have Dora Omoviye said, Dora from London. Good evening, pastors and all. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Farida said, good evening to you, my pastors, dad and mom. Farida from London.
Good evening to you, my darling.
Good evening. So, ladies, please let us know, what is romance?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I haven't got any responses yet, because I know my sisters, they are doing it right now.
They're typing.
They are typing away. If we can even see like a video, some people going, romance is right about now. So don't disappoint us now, please. Keep on typing. Okay, so far I've got Habi Ahmed said all of the above, big thumbs up, is very good. So all the dinner, the massaging, the all of that is all very good.
So let's so dinner, massaging, flowers,
spontaneous gift, spontaneous, trip somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Or walking down, a country lane hand in hand.
Yeah.
Going for picnics on a nice sunny day, not the rainy ones.
Rainy ones. Okay. No, it's good, because whilst you're talking, I'm just trying to
picture it all.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture it all, but in the sense of the topic that we are discussing today.
Yes.
I'm trying to class the ones that require money.
Yeah.
And the ones that don't require money to be able to understand whether you can actually have romance.
That's what I'm trying to do as well.
Without
I'm trying to make sure that there's a balance. There are those that are, that require money. I mean, come on, ladies. Could you imagine, like, for your...
Yeah, because you can't have dinner without money, is it?
You can't.
Yeah. You can't go and...
You can't go to whatever restaurant.
Yeah, you won't go and steal flowers. Would you? Okay.
You can't.
You can't steal.
Sure, there's public areas.
Where you can cut a flower. Okay. No, I'm just looking at that. Okay. We have Pastor Prince Israel from Warri, Nigeria. Good evening, my dear pastor. God bless you. Pastor Christian from the United States. Pastor Christian Gobio. We love you, guys. We have Hazel from Jamaica. God bless you, man.
God bless you, man.
And she said, all of the stuff you speak about, my sister. Okay. Yeah. So all of the stuff you've spoken about, that is romance.
Yeah.
Anyone else who is trying to help us understand what romance is?
Is romance
giving,
let's say, in a household where the wife does there's like a dominant person that does things. So in the household where the dominant person for cooking dinner and cleaning and all that is the wife, would us ladies please answer the question with a yes or not really, or would we class it as romantic that your husband says to you, do you know what, darling, sit down, don't worry about dinner tonight, and then they go in the kitchen and make dinner, or they order your favorite takeaway, or they just arrange it all and they tell you to sit down and I'll wait on you? Would we class that as romantic?
Well, it's a good question. I think it would be good to answer it because now we are classing from the definitions that have been given for romance. Romance is all about doing, isn't it?
It's actions.
It's actions. It's what you do.
Yeah.
So it's actions. Now, whether those actions require money or they don't require money.
Okay, it's what we're trying to determine.
Yeah, it's not what we're trying to determine because everything you've said is doing this and doing that and doing. So romance in itself is action.
Yeah.
So when a man sits down and says, but I love you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not being romantic because it's not
demonstrating.
It's not demonstrating it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it possible then for also a woman not to be romantic?
Yeah, I was going to... Ooh. I was going to get there, but the way you got there was like, ooh, what a slap. Okay.
Yeah, no, because whenever we talk about romance and lack of romance, I think the attention just turns to men. It's like, women are...
Men should be romantic.
Yeah, it's like the men should be romantic. Yeah, it should be romantic. But is it possible for women not to be romantic, that a woman is not romantic? Or are women just romantic regardless of?
And she goes blank.
No, I would love to know.
Is it possible for a woman not to be romantic?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because
romance cannot just be
one-sided.
Yeah, it cannot just be everything that a man does for a woman. Yeah, why would romance be everything?
This is why Pastor is Pastor. Pastor Moses is Pastor Moses. He would hear you, but then when he's ready to fire back, he will fire back on all sides. Okay, please, sir, tell us what the romance for the men, because you said the women should tell us. We were telling. Sister Mwingi also put a nature walk, so we can see that there's no money involved. God bless you.
Yeah.
So please, sir, let us know what are the romance for men. Because we were talking of women before. Yeah. But now we need to know what the men desire. I
think society and people generally, when we talk romance, we look at it just from what men need to do for women.
Yeah, so maybe there's a problem there, because why?
But why would romance just be defined one-sided from what a man does for a woman? Or the man opens the door for her, or he's very romantic. Or he brought her dinner in bed, he's very romantic. Or he brought her flowers, he's very romantic. He brought chocolate home for her, or he took her for a surprise dinner, or he booked a holiday without her knowing and just took her and they flew out without packing her bag, and when you got there she had everything romantic. Okay, what part of romance is because we have now said romance is what you do. What part of romance is what a woman does for a man?
Okay, I understand that. So guys, please
let the men answer.
Yeah, let the men answer, and you also answer as well. Okay. But I'm just going to take on the last point you said there.
Yeah.
That the man now booked a holiday for the two of them to go flying somewhere on a surprise, packed everything, and they now went. If we were to now flip that, and the woman now done that, booked a holiday somewhere, packed his bags, and surprised him, would he actually like it? Some men will not actually like that.
Well, some will not like it, but some will. Some men will like it, though. Yeah. I mean, if you have a hardworking, yeah. Well, no, I don't even want to use the word hardworking because, again, even if the woman is not hardworking, the man can still book a holiday and they go. So by the time you class it that the man must be hardworking, it's like a reward. It's like if you have to do it for the man, because he's hardworking and this. No, sometimes you do for a woman, not necessarily because she's hardworking or anything, because you love her. Do it. Yeah, you just want to do it. You love her. So is so if a woman, for example, feel this is my husband, I want to take him away somewhere, just to chill and all of that, and some men would obviously love it. As long as, just like if you're taking a woman away like that, you're disrupting some of the things she's probably planned for that season, and you would have understood, okay, what did she plan for that season that you can take her away from, and things will not be destroyed. In the same way, if the woman puts things like that in perspective about the man, surely, who doesn't like being pampered, and who doesn't like,
don't like it. But what if, like you're saying now, disrupting some business deals, disrupting some appointments, disrupting all kind of things, you'll now be moaning the whole time, oh, I wish you told me. If you told me, oh, why didn't you tell me? The whole trip is ruined.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you have a good understanding of each other and understand the schedule of the individual for that
you should have
period.
You should have known what's going on.
You should know what is going on and all of that, and then be able to know that, okay, if I put in this period, we can. Yeah, it's just like people plan surprise birthday parties. Yeah, for example.
Yeah, it's like me now, because your birthday is like 2 weeks or so before Prayer Fest.
Yeah,
it's like me now saying, okay, in fact, during Prayer Fest, he needs a break.
Yeah, exactly. And then you now go and book something for Prayer Fest.
It's not going to work.
Exactly. I'm not going anywhere. Even if you force me inside the suitcase, I'm going to come out of the suitcase.
You refuse to let the suitcase be zipped.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's it. Okay, so I've got some comments here. All right, we're Bridget. Good evening, everyone joining from Ughelli, Nigeria. Bless you, Sister Bridget. Now, Lomen said, so true. Yes, so I think they're agreeing with your definition of romance. Erica said, yes, First Lady. Hour of Truth said, righteousness. No, Hour of Truth said, strong one there, Pastor. I think when I was saying, it's romance just about what men do. Yeah, it's a strong one there, Pastor. Yeah. And then Joe said, is both men and women. Okay. Lomen said both people. So romance is both ways. Yeah. Faith said romance involves words, action, demonstration of love for another with the intention to arouse. Okay. Erica said both of you. So romance is both ways. Okay. Gozu Norum said romantic gestures is going an extra mile to help put a smile to the other partner. It may involve money or some act of service. So going the extra mile. I love that. I think that's a fantastic one. Farida said, for my point of view, romance is where the two people take action in their new life the way that when love is in air, money confess. Okay, money confess as a man want to show that he can be able to look after the woman. Okay, so she thinks that money is Sarah G. She said, good evening, Pastor and Mrs. Omoviye. So good to see you again. Good evening. All right, so basically we agree that romance is a two-way thing. So it's not just what a man does for a woman. It's also what a woman does for a man. And I think it's important that we got that, because every time you speak about romance, people look at the receiving party. I think it's just something in our mind. The receiving party should be the woman. The giving party should be the man. And, there's no romance in this relationship. Then people just think, the man is not doing what he's supposed to be doing. And the woman is just suffering. No,
okay, but I mean, like, the thing is that us women, we like to be wooed. Yeah? There's something called wooing her. Okay. We like that pampering. We like that special attention for no reason whatsoever. Just give us the attention. That's just what we like. That's the nature God created us to have. I mean, listen, when Adam first saw Eve, what did he say? Wow, this is now flesh of my flesh and bone. He was wooing her. He was looking at her like, wow, look at this wonderful woman, this creator. It's like she was standing there or walking towards him, and he was just like, speaking all these things. So it's our natural
but there are
kind
some
of
women
thing.
that will not consider just
talking
as romantic. Is it talk I will eat? Like, said, talk I go chop.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah, it may not be, but we still need that still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So we've established that when we speak of romance, we shouldn't just look at the guilty party as the man.
Yeah.
And then the victim as the woman. Yeah,
the one that's without.
The one that's
starved.
Yeah, the one that's starved of romance being the woman, because romance should be both ways.
Yep.
So if I'm a woman in a relationship, I should make effort, towards stirring up romance in that relationship.
Yeah.
And if I am a man in a relationship, I should also do that. Yeah. Someone says something here out of truth. I said, a woman can be romantic by speaking the love language of the husband.
That's it.
In a way the man feels loved,
that's it,
respected, and honored.
That's it.
Exactly. So if you understand the love language of the husband and you speak that love language in a way that the man feels loved, feels respected, and honored, then you're being romantic towards your husband.
It's true, because you're doing what they love.
You're doing what they love. Exactly.
Does it for them.
Yeah.
Like everything you do in that love language category is now speaking directly to them, to their hearts.
Exactly.
That this woman loves me. Look at what she's doing for me. Oh my God, I just love her. You're making him more and more, wooed or more and more on cloud nine. I'm lacking words, but you're doing it for him. Yeah. So it's important, and then to know what his love language is.
It keeps his heart beating for you.
Yeah, it's true.
Just like when a man is romantic towards a woman, it keeps her heart beating for him.
Exactly. She can be in an important meeting. Yeah. She sees your phone, your call coming in. She's coming out. Oh, sorry guys, this is an emergency. Yeah.
She may not even see.
Hi babe, how are you? Yeah, that's not an important move, but just to hear his voice.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, if you're doing things that she is not like, you're not doing it for her right about then. She'll see the phone call come in. If you're lucky, she'll put the message, the auto one. I'll call you back. If you're, she may just even leave the phone to ring. Yeah. So it's doing things, like you said, that's making the heart tick for the person. Yeah.
So I think, it's important that we've established that, because I think that would help us move forward. Sarah G said, I think romance is being mindful and caring enough to take time to understand each other's language and then making effort to acknowledge that language in little gestures of love and tenderness. Yeah. Without understanding the love language, you will just be romancing them in the way you think they want, instead of the way they actually want and need.
It's true.
Which is very important, because what one person may consider as being romantic, another person may not consider. It may not do it for the other person. So I think if you want to be romantic towards your husband or romantic towards your wife, you need to understand their love language. Yeah. It could be that they like acts of service, just doing things for them. It could be words of affirmation. It could be gifts. For some people, they don't care about gifts that much. That's not what does it for them. It's not like you should not give them gifts at all, but that's not the number one thing for them. For some, they just want you to be there, just being there with them, sharing times with them, moments with them, maybe just cuddle up, just watching a movie, touch, and that does it for them. They just feel, they feel okay, loved. Yeah, that's it. That's like, what speaks. So I think if you understand that, then obviously it'll be romantic. So having established what romance is, having established that romance is a two-way thing, I think it's good that we were able to establish that, because then it helps our discussion this evening not to be a man batching discussion.
We wouldn't do that, surely.
Well, but I mean, if we saw romance as what men should do for women, and we ran on that route, then we would be bashing them. Oh, some men are not just romantic. All this, da. So now we know that it's a two-way thing. The question we then ask ourselves is there romance without money?
Yeah.
I think we're in a better place to answer that question.
Okay. So I'm going to give a real life example. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to give a real life example.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I know. So it was before children.
Yeah.
And I now thought, you know what? I want to do like something really nice, a nice gesture for my husband. Yeah. So I think I wrote you a note or something, and I said, dress, you know, in your best or what have you at, let's say, for example, 7 p.m. I can't remember what the time was, something like that. I gave him a note, and it's for him to now read and to act on. Yeah. And I think I put like, I drew like emojis or something, like, I think dinner, dance, I think a movie or something. I'm not sure if a movie was there. Anyway, dinner, dance, definitely I know. Yeah. So I now got to work. I prepared like all kinds of different meals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was I home? I wasn't home, is it? Was I in the office? I think I probably was in the office.
Remember.
Yeah.
So I now prepared different kind of meals. Got like, you know, those days, because it's long time ago, before Spotify and all those stuff. So I now put like CDs, yes, those days, CDs listing or something of like different music that I wanted playing in the background. And then what else did I do? Yeah, candles. And then so it was like all dimmed light. No, lights were off, just candles. And then like, so anyone knows me, I love candles, like scented candles. And what was the other thing now? Roses. I went and bought flowers. So anyway, I now like set the scene and everything. Very nice. Had a nice dinner, talking. You know, community. Those kind of platforms you would promote discussion. You know, so discussing, talking, and all the rest of it. And then I think now they had like dancing time. You know, like you're watching the movies and stuff, where they're now doing like nice dancing. Anyway, so how did you feel about that? Did you feel that was romantic? Well, I just want to know, like, how did that? What kind of? Yeah.
What did I get from that?
Yeah. Was that? Yeah. Do you even remember it? Let me start. No, you don't remember it.
No, I think saying it now, I remember it. No, I do remember it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was nice. To be honest with you, I think it was nice. I think it gave us a moment for ourselves, because we're both busy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm busy, you're busy. We do spend time with each other. So even in our being busy, we talk a lot during the day. We communicate, we bounce things off each other, either through text message, WhatsApp, or quick phone calls and all of that.
Yeah, now I can add him to calls, so now he's getting added to a lot of my calls.
Yeah, so she could be in a call. I mean, there was one just a few hours ago in a call with somebody, and then she calls me and so I want to add you to this call.
Yeah.
You know? So, but I think what it was that moment, because I think we had our phones turned off, if I remember. Yeah, so part of it was, so it gave us a moment, you know, just for ourselves, no distraction, nothing else and all of that. I think it was romantic, and I think it was nice, you know.
So that's an idea, you know.
So that's something that, you know, you could do for a husband, and the husband can also do for a wife. Yeah. So I think, but then, you know, when we look at those things, many of the things that you have to do when it comes to romance, well, some of the things that you have to do involves money. Yeah. And then I think sometimes people just give up about being romantic when it appears that they don't have the money to execute their plan. So somebody's out there is thinking, you know what, I'd have just loved to fly her to St. Lucia and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, you can't afford to fly her to St. Lucia now. Neither can you even fly her to Bristol. Yeah, or drive her to Bristol, or pay to even Uber her to Bristol. But can you still be romantic? Without money?
I think you can. There are many different things that you can do. I mean, there are the big things that are in your, your radar of what you want to ideally do.
Yeah.
But there are also the smaller ones which are equally as affectionate.
Yeah.
Equally as communicating to her that I see you, I care about you, I love you, you are important in my life. Because really,
helping to dress her up.
Yeah,
to dress him up.
Yeah.
Just the things that you can do.
Yeah.
Paying attention more, looking at, how, the way this your makeup is. Maybe there's nothing wrong, but you just kind of help to touch the eyebrow, just to almost
just
like
to touch the face.
Just to touch the face, like
unless
you paid.
she's like, hey,
don't touch it, just did it. Yeah, just so to show that you paid some level of attention. So I think money makes romance sweeter. I think so.
Yeah, so the Bible says money answers all things.
So. Money makes romance sweeter because it gives you the leverage to be able to do more.
Yeah. Okay.
Think about it. But if you don't have money, that doesn't then automatically means that you can't be romantic.
Yeah.
Because you can still be romantic without money, because there are things you can do that you don't necessarily have to spend money. Where there is a problem, though, is if you have money and then there are things and you are only doing things that don't involve money, then there is a problem. Because the Bible says where a man's treasure is, there his heart will be also. So by implication, the Bible is saying that, you would know where a man's heart is by where his money goes to.
That's right.
You will also know where a woman's heart is by where her money goes to. I mean, if you love the person and your heart is towards them, somehow you think about them. Somehow, your resources and your treasure will go in their direction.
Yeah, and it shouldn't just have to be on those set days, if you like, the mandatory days, if you like, the birthdays, the anniversary, the Father's Day, the Mother's Day. It really just shouldn't be restricted to those days alone, or Valentine's Day. It could be any time of the year. It doesn't have to be something that you now restrict it, that I've done my 5 gifts for the year, that's it. It gets nothing more. I've been romantic. I was romantic this day. So it should be something that is, progressive.
It should be spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
Maybe you're driving back from work and just something, or it's just sometimes it comes to mind. I think some of these things, though, sometimes they actually come to our minds.
Yeah.
I think for everyone, I believe so.
Yeah.
It comes to our mind, maybe you're driving on the road, you see people selling flowers. Should I just buy? Let me just leave it. Maybe that's a day not to leave it. Probably you should just buy it.
Stop safely.
Stop safely. And then buy it. Or maybe you went to the shop and you're just walking to pick up some things that you need for the house, which are essentials. Maybe it's a list that be made, and then you just see something. So, should I just pick this for her?
My wife will love this.
Yeah, she'd love this. Yeah. Oh no, let me leave it.
Even if it's like biscuits.
Yeah, maybe another time. So I think sometimes it's those pushing that then makes it end up just in the must do days. Yeah. Which is like anniversaries and Valentine and birthdays and all of Father's Day, Mother's Day. Yeah. But if we listen to our will you call it intuition? And the prompting within us, my wife will like this, my husband will like this, then I'm sure that
we'll do more.
Yeah, we'll do more.
Yeah.
Okay, so people tell us, what do you think? Do you think that there can be real enjoyable romance without money.
Without money, yeah.
Yeah. I already said, and I mean, if you disagree, let me know as well. I already said that money would make romance sweeter, sweeter in quote, in the sense that it gives you a leverage to more options of the things to do. Yeah. And then the lack of money would restrict you to what can be done. And I think it's the same thing with life, even living life.
But what about, there's some people that would see spending money on their spouse as a waste. There's people like that.
Yeah.
So where would that now really be? Does that speak more about their relationship, or does it speak more about the person's attitude towards money? Would it be, or is it speaking on both sides? Is it like, I mean, why would you spending, let's say £5, $5, 100 naira, whatever the currency is in your nation, but of a smaller amount, to even spend that, they see it as a waste. Why would such people think that way?
Well, I think it was, in my own opinion, I think it speaks for both ways in that, if someone sees spending money on their spouse as a waste, in one regards, it speaks of their own character towards money.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it speaks of their character towards money. And then it can also speak to the state of their relationship. The reason I say that is that you can have somebody whose character towards money is not necessarily the spending character.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're not. He or she is not a spender.
Okay.
He or she, will not. But there is a place that their relationship would be that even that mode of not being a spender, when it comes to that person, they will spend.
Yeah. Nothing's too small.
Yes. They're not going to be outrageous that they're not suddenly going to get themselves into debt. No, because obviously if they are not spenders, then they are people that play it safe when it comes to money. But then when you have a situation where, okay, in one sense it's not a spender or she's not a spender, and then in another regard, and then that is brought into a situation where he or she does not even considers spending any money on their wife or husband as a waste, then it speaks of the state of their relationship.
Yeah.
The relationship is not healthy. There's something there. It's probably, there are some people who they have a woman in their life. Yeah. And for them, they just like the idea and comfortable with having a woman in their life, but they're not really joined to her.
Right.
In their heart, they are not joined to her. So they still keep everything that has to do with them separate. Do you understand?
No.
What they own separate. Their money, everything that has to do with them. So if they want to buy property, it has to just be their name. It's like these are my things.
Right.
Some are even to the degree that they live in the home, but they don't even spend money in the home because they are there. They like the idea of having this woman in their life because maybe they want a woman.
So can that kind of person be romantic at all if they're not even doing the...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because they in their mindset, they're probably thinking that spending any money on this woman or on this man, okay, let's go from the woman,
on this marriage,
on this is a waste, because in them, they are not joined to this person.
So who they're joined to? Themselves?
Well,
their covenant is with themselves.
They maybe they like the idea of having the woman there, maybe to meet an area of need for them.
They're selfish.
Or having the man there. Yeah, they are. Or having the man there to meet an area of need in themselves. but this
is the married but single something that we still didn't get to.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, when it comes to them spending money on that person, they consider it a waste. So I think that you sometimes you have such situations.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think the bottom line really is that, we can be romantic without money, but money does make romance sweeter. Easier. That's it. And gives you more option. I mean, you can if you have money, there are many things you can plan, and there are many people you can even bring in to help execute aspects of your romantic plans.
Yeah.
But when we promote that, and which is what you probably would see promoted on social media, on TV, and all of that, then sometimes it put pressure on those who cannot afford those, and then they just give up.
Before they even try.
Yeah, before they even try.
This is a social media age. What am I going to show for her?
Yeah.
This small flower that I plucked from one garden, is that what she's going to put on social media? And everybody's going to see that I'm not doing what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
So it's undue pressure.
Yeah. So I think that should then help us in our expectation.
Yeah.
Our expectation of romance. Like someone said earlier, you should understand the person you are with.
Exactly.
And understand their ability.
Exactly.
What is their capacity? Do you understand? Yeah, you can't expect somebody who, has not been able to afford, a bicycle to buy you a Rolls Royce. And then you are comparing him with somebody who is given their wife or their husband a Rolls Royce as a gift. So I think if you understand the person you're with and their capacity, or somebody maybe takes you to a restaurant in Mayfair, and their capacity is probably cannot deal with that, especially in this season now that prices of things there's inflation. And then maybe they want to take you to a restaurant somewhere and say, is this local place you want to take me?
You even went to a restaurant, hello.
Yeah, so I think it's just understanding. If you understand the capacity of the person, then that helps you define your expectation. And it will help you then be able to receive whatever they can do within their capacity as being romantic. But then if you start comparing them with what other people are doing, which is out of their range, then that's where problem begins.
Exactly. And I think as well, don't now fall under the pressure or feel pressure so much that you now have to become one fake person to try and keep up with the expectation or the desire from your spouse or spouse to be.
Because some people run into debts
big time, and they're not sharing those. They're not telling you about the debts until it's spiraled out of control. And I've heard of so many stories where, let's say, a husband and wife are on the planning stage of getting married. The wife wants, or whoever wants, so many. Well, the wife wants, this, that, and the other. I want this. I want that. I want this. It must be the most expensive. This, that. I want my pictures to look really nice, and And then they're now running into so much debt. The guy can't do it. He can't. All those things and demands are weighing on his pocket, and it can't be done. And then even if the woman has money to contribute, sometimes they don't even want to. So all these kind of things and demands are putting pressure, and causing a lot of issue, all in the name of romance. I wanted the most beautiful and stunning wedding, and you should give this to me because you love me. You
shouldn't do it on loan.
It's not,
if you can afford it.
Yeah.
And when you finish, you still have money to live life and live in a comfortable place, then by all means. But if you can't afford it, or by the time you finish, you can't even afford to live the life that, you both want to live. Why?
I heard of a story where the guy, the woman was saying, "Oh, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this." A relative of the lady was saying, "This demands that you're making from this guy, I don't think he can do it all." They said, "Oh, no, don't worry. He's got this. He's got his own business. His business is doing fine. It will be absolutely fine." The guy done all that she demanded. But by the time they married, and then by the time, life started, her eye became opened. That business that the man had, because of doing all this and that you wanted for a one day, few hours event, the business closed down.
Yeah. So she was now financing the home.
Yes.
So the man is not jobless.
Yes.
So she has to work double hours to feed the family.
Yeah.
While the man is looking at how he can reawaken his business.
Yes. And I think they've been married for, I think, over 20 years or something. Yeah. And the guy the business never recovered, So we shouldn't make unrealistic or unreasonable demands. We shouldn't even make demands on romance. If the person wants to do it, they should just do. But when it's...
Well, I don't know. If you say we shouldn't make demand, we should have expectations.
Yeah, we should have expectations.
Yeah, but the expectations should be within reason.
Yeah.
And we should all be willing to show, love.
In the way they want to be loved.
In the way that the other person wants to be loved. And I think that if we have that in our minds, then we will be fine. Okay. I think we're going to need to start wrapping up because our time is almost 8 o'clock. But two, we have a program that the both of us need to dash out to as well straight after this.
That's why we're looking so stunning.
But so we're literally finishing this and heading. The program has been the start time for the program is 6 p.m. Yeah. But we told those who have invited us that we have talked with the missus, so we would finish talk with the missus before we start heading down. So that's how precious we take this, we would be heading straight there from here.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got a few comments then. I got Habi Amin. She said, "Wow, loads of claps." She said, "Sis, that was very romantic." So that was when I was talking about the dinner and all that. Yeah. Then the surprise dinner and dance. So then she said they may have them there as convenience. So that's when we're talking about a man that would just keep a woman there but not share his life.
Yeah, it's true. And Anton said...
The two became one. Did he miss that part? He wasn't listening. Didn't read it. Yeah.
Anton said, "True, Pastor, some people keep things separate and want to keep the woman to meet needs."
Yeah, which is selfish.
Exactly, selfish. Sister Tricia said, "This is a balanced discussion. Greetings, my pastors."
God bless you.
And Erica Rose said, "You're so right, First Lady. That's how we do it."
Yeah.
I think she's probably referring to maybe the dinner and all of that.
Okay.
And then Hour of Truth said, that's where love language comes in. Words of affirmation, physical touch, giving gifts, words of appreciation, acts of service.
That's it.
Yeah. So what are your final words?
My final words is... you don't really need money to have romance. You need a heart, a desire to please your spouse in a way that they want to be pleased. If you bring money into it, it's going to show it even the more because you can demonstrate it through, tangible items. But, firstly, it has to be from your heart. So let's show our spouse love. Let's show them that we value them. Let's show them that they matter in our lives. It's very important. When you do that, the way that, the relationship will be, it will transform positively. Everybody wants to hear it. I love you. They want to feel it. They want to experience it. Show it to them. God decided that you two should marry, so show each other the love that God himself has shown to us. That's my final words.
All right. I would draw from that because whilst I was listening to you, I felt, I would want to speak to those who are looking for love.
Yeah.
And those who are yet to be married.
Yep.
I would say when you're looking for romance, don't look for money, look for heart.
Yeah.
Look for the heart.
And demonstrate as well.
Yeah,
it's not one
and
way.
demonstrate it. Yeah, look for the heart. Look for a heart that loves you.
Yeah.
If money follows that heart, then great.
Yeah.
You know, it makes it even better. But if you start looking for the money, and you may get the money and not get the heart, and trust me, you will not enjoy it. So look for the heart. And I think that that's very important. And just generally to say to everyone, both the singles and the married, be romantic.
Yeah.
Be romantic, and you can be. It will not cost you much. You know, if you don't have money, you can be romantic. If you have money, you can be romantic. Whether you bring in money or you didn't bring in money, it won't cost you much. Because if you have money to spend on it, it's not costing you much. You have the money anyway. And if you don't have it, you can still be romantic.
That's
so let's be more romantic towards the people or the person that God has put in our life.
Yeah.
And this is where we're going to be wrapping it up. We're going to give you some few notices tomorrow.
Yep. Tomorrow we have On Zion Prevail. We are on the final day of Loose Me and Let Me Go. Very, very powerful, very profound, life transforming, life changing. 6 a.m. is the time on this very platform that you're on. Pastor Moses GCF, Facebook, YouTube, FMC online on Facebook also. So please do join in. 6 a.m. GMT, 6 a.m. Nigerian time, and I believe it's 1 a.m. 1 a.m.
Yeah,
Eastern?
1 a.m. US Eastern time.
Yeah. So it's life transforming. So be a part. Be a part.
All right. So we'll look to see you tomorrow. I want to encourage you to please subscribe to our YouTube channels.
Yep.
We have the FMC TV YouTube channel. Go there now. Click on the subscribe button and the notification bell as well. So when we're live there, you're one of the first to know. Also, we want you to also subscribe to the Pastor Moses GCF YouTube channel and do the same. Click the notification bell. Can everyone this evening give a thumbs up to the YouTube video of this broadcast so that YouTube will recommend it to more people so they can watch it. Follow us on Facebook. You've already been told, the FMC online Facebook page, as well as the Pastor Moses GCF Facebook page. Always a joy for us to come to you from this set. We thank God that we were able to do today. And we're going to rush off now to the program that we need to be in for this evening. And we've enjoyed this discussion. We love you guys. We'll be back in 2 weeks, 2 Thursdays from now, for another episode of Talk with the Missus. Until then, this is where we say,
bye.